Karen says, men are so boring. I haven't met a fun and interesting man in so long. I meet good-looking men who make great money, who are also very sweet, but they're so boring. I cannot be with a boring man. So, haven't met a fun and interesting man in so long. She meets good-looking men, great money, very sweet, so they treat her well, but they're so boring. Going around the table, have you had this experience? Or do you think she's off base?
I feel like boring people attract boring people, probably. I feel like I haven't really had that experience.
Sure.
Maybe with the most attractive men that I've been with, I will say, like, they can tend to have somewhat duller personalities. But I still wouldn't consider them, like, boring. I think probably her picker is just off, if that's what she keeps finding.
Okay. What about you?
I don't think I've ever had like a boring man. I don't think I've ever had that be a problem in my life.
Okay.
I just want to say that tweet was very, like, it didn't give much context to what she was saying, but, like, it's a mindset thing, and if you're meeting men that are good looking and have great careers, but you feel like they're boring, maybe you're just not at that level of, like, being with them, because maybe you just drink all day and go out every night, and they got, like, priorities and, like, goals, and maybe your guys' goals and priorities are not aligning, and that's where I can see it being boring. But also then again, like, you're not choosing within your means, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't think I've ever been with, like, a boring guy, or, like, someone that I've been interested to who's been boring.
I shockingly agree with Lexi in that I think if you are with a man that you think is good and then you find him boring, you're not ready to settle down.
And it's what Ava said, like, maybe you're boring too. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like people
I think
attract
boring
people,
people
like,
get bored.
Yeah.
Would you be with a... Can you pull the tweet back up really quick? So she said, not interesting and fun. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. If you can pull it up really quick. Haven't met a fun and interesting man, boring. Okay. So would you be with a guy who's not fun, who's not interesting, and who's boring?
I mean, I feel like that's subjective, but no, I guess I wouldn't.
Okay.
No.
I don't keep anybody around in my life that's not.
So, but I want to add a little bit to this. They can be, this person could be really good looking, be a great person, treat you well, be stable, job, etc., good family, whatever, no red flags, but they're not interesting, not fun, and they're boring. I don't know if that changes the answer
Like-
for you guys, or still
Like,
wouldn't be
completely,
with
like,
them?
are you just saying, like, this person is, like, evergreen flag, but they're just in general boring, like,
Right.
boring?
And you
I mean,
can't,
I
like,
wouldn't
fix
be
that.
surrounded. I don't surround myself around boring people, so I probably wouldn't. Even if they're good looking, I'm not interested. You're not
Okay.
going to make me laugh. Like, all
Yeah.
my friends are funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
What about you?
I just feel like, yeah, like, I wouldn't be with them if they were boring, no matter what, even if they were attractive.
I would definitely date them, and I think I could bring fun and excitement to their life, and, you know, I could get them to go on vacations, go out, and just make their life more exciting for both of us. I
Sure.
could convince them.
So I guess my question is, I sort of already asked it, but so would you rather be with a boring guy, but there's never any conflict, arguing, or with a really entertaining, fun, interesting guy, but there's constant conflict and arguing?
Oh my God, that's such a difficult hypothetical, because I feel like I've like, one of my biggest values in life would be like having, or values when looking for a partner would be having somebody that like can bring fun and intellectual stimulation. Like, just me personally, that's something I would want. But I honestly, yeah, I've been in a relationship where it's a ton of fighting and arguing, and I definitely do not want to go back to that. So I would choose the solid,
Boring, but
boring
no
guy
conflict.
at the end of the day in that situation. Yeah.
What about you?
I think I'd just rather be single.
You have to pick, though. You had to pick.
You're okay.
I'd rather have fun sometimes and fight sometimes, honestly,
So
because
you'd pick the...
yeah, because if you think about it, you could be like, well, it's good most of the time.
Yeah. Like how toxic are we talking?
Well, he's
here?
constant.
Constant.
Yeah.
So it would be like every
Like
other day,
pretty
every day.
It'd be
regular
pretty toxic.
conflict arguing. Let's say I'll give you a
GigaChat
breakdown.
69 donated $100. Should prostitution be legalized? Too expensive in Nevada, limited geographically. In Germany, clubs everywhere. Sex with hot girls equals $100. BJ equals $50. No tipping/hustle. Men focus more on relationships.
Should it be legalized? That's a good
I
question.
think that
Hold on, we'll get back to it. We'll come back to that
Great.
in a sec. I'll write it down because I want to get through this. So, so the breakdown would be that it's for the really entertaining, fun, interesting guy, but there's constant conflict arguing, 50-50. So 50% of the time you're good, 50% of the time you're arguing conflict.
And then what's the other option?
So the other option is boring guy, but never any conflict arguing.
No, because I'd rather just like, as I said, I'd rather be single, but I have to choose.
If you had to choose, yeah.
So, the first relationship, that's not even a relationship. You're not having fun. If you're not having fun, then what's the point? So I'd rather have fun sometimes and then fight the other times. Because at least I'm having fun. Because the other time, you're not fighting, but you're having no fun. What's the point?
Okay. What about you, Lexi?
I value my peace, so I will just, I guess, choose the boring guy.
All right. What about you?
Being in a really, really toxic relationship, that was fun, but toxic, I would rather be with the boring guy.
The boring guy.
Okay. Maddie?
Boring.
So, did only you? I think only you picked the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hot seat.
That is interesting.
What about you? I guess you'd
I'd
pick
pick
boring,
the boring.
right?
Boring. Wait, I want to ask the chat this actually. Chat. What's your answer to this? So, boring girl, but never any conflict arguing, or a girl who's really entertaining and fun and interesting, but it's 50% of the time it's good, 50% of the time
We're getting a lot of
constant
boring.
conflict arguing. So boring or fun,
All right.
boring, no conflict, entertaining, fun, 50% of the time there's conflict.
Boring.
What do you consider like boring though? Like I feel like I'm okay with boring if he's just like, oh, I just want to stay home and like watch
Yeah,
a
like if
movie.
he's treating me
Yeah,
right,
that's
I'm
it.
fine
Yeah,
with
no, he's
boring.
treating-
Boring sounds
you wrong.
secure.
Yeah,
honestly.
boring.
Boring sounds like security, like you feel secure
Yeah,
with that
that's what I was
person.
saying. I'm okay
Yeah.
with that kind of boring.
Like he
But-
he has no charisma. He's nice, treats you well, but like no charisma. He doesn't like excite you. You guys have sex. Sex is
So
good.
he's just like talk, like
good
he's
sex, but like
like
you
he
know,
just like doesn't really say anything.
Is he
Like is he
funny?
like mute?
He's not-
like am I talking about my interests and he's like
very
mm.
he doesn't make you laugh. He's gonna be bland. He's a good guy.
Does he have active listening skills?
He's a good guy. Yeah, you
Active
guys can
listening
talk,
skills?
but it's kind of he's a good communicator, but it's bland.
But he's listening to everything I'm saying though, and
He will
he's-
listen to you prattle, yes.
But yeah, I guess we just have boring sex.
I would sim for that guy.
Wow. I think it depends like how much you have those factors fulfilled in your other relationships in life too. Like if you have friends that are really fun and entertaining, I'm like then maybe it would be more tolerable.
I just wonder if this is a differential between men and women. I don't know if it's the case that like men will look to women to be their entertainment and fun, but like women will look to men to be these like dancing monkeys to.
I don't think anyone's saying that.
I think it depends on the woman.
But like, okay, here's the thing, right? So I know you're saying, well, no, I don't agree with that, but do you all want a guy who's funny who can make you laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What
What's the
percentage
ideal?
of man, like how high on the totem pole is it for a man? For you to make the guy laugh.
Wait, what?
Guys don't
Yeah.
guys don't care.
Yeah,
about
we
that.
look for different things. Yeah, I
True.
think, yeah.
That's true.
But also good-
But you are kind of looking to be entertained. because every girl wants a guy who's funny and who can make them laugh.
I think in any relationship, in my like a friendship or a relationship, I would want someone that has what I consider to be like a good charismatic personality.
Don't care
Or-
about that at all
I
as
feel
a guy.
like guys care about being entertained. Are you kidding me?
Guy-
Of course they do.
like
I
to be
disagree.
Like,
entertained
interesting.
in a different
Yeah.
way.
No,
Yeah,
you want
like, yeah.
you don't want someone that's just boring. Maybe you.
I want a I
Maybe
want boring.
you, but most.
But look, if
guys-
she's not boring, that's not, and she's a good person, it's not like terrible.
No,
But, like,
I
you
feel
don't
Yeah.
like
like-
personality.
It could be
is key.
worse,
Like
yeah.
if you got a bland personality, I don't really.
Yeah.
I need somebody with a good personality.
There's a huge percentage
I
of
want
men
that.
that never look for their comedic relief or entertainment through the woman that they're with. Just realistically.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need a girl to like make me laugh.
Like, would you like to talk to a
and
wall?
like tell
then?
me stories.
But
Talk
why
to a
not?
wall.
What's the fun in that?
It's like
Don't you want a
talking to
girl
a
that you can
wall.
laugh with? And
I would
like,
hate.
Look, if
similar like humor and stuff.
But
like, she
men
gets
don't
It's
get
better
the
if she-
same.
It's better if she has a sense of humor.
Exactly. That's
Okay,
what we're
then, yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Well, no, but that's different.
So you would be the one
sense of
making the
humor
joke.
is she gets that I'm being funny. Like if but
But she's not allowed to make.
I
jokes,
don't give
but
a
you
fuck
will.
if she's funny. Like I
feel
don't need to
like-
be
Okay.
laughing.
But it, like,
I
is
feel
it
like
a
that's
plus?
just because you want to be the funny one.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. I don't even need to be the
No,
funny.
I think that is a general thing with guys. I feel like you're right. Like I feel like I saw a study about that or something where like when men say they want a girl that's funny and women say they want a guy that's funny, a woman actually wants a guy that will make them laugh, but a man, he wants somebody that when he
Well.
says he wants a funny woman, they want
Yeah.
her to
I
laugh
agree.
at his
Yeah.
jokes.
That's definitely like, yeah.
I'm going to say a very specific experience for me personally, but my father has told me many times, I'll be telling him a womanly story. You know, the type of stories we tell, like of the day we had or anything, and we try to tell a straight male about that story. And they're like, okay, why do I care about this? If it's just about your daily stuff, they're not looking to be entertained by the things that you tell them during the day. It's more, you're just there. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't want to be just there. I want a guy to care about my stories.
a pet